Now I'll be making the video I wanted to make in my last two videos where I did brilliant problems. Quizzes. I got this correct because this is 1/2, A is 1/2, and 1/2 is less than 2. Is it always true that A over B is E plus C? Yes. No? I did not read this one because I don't have brilliant premium. Algebra misconceptions. For how many different values of A is the above statement possibly true? Yeah, you should be trying to solve the A. I'll go for A. So, A. How many different values of A? Maybe I shouldn't try misconceptions. Something else like something about exponents, logarithms. Radical expressions. Radicals. Yes, that's right. Which of these is equal to 3? This is equal to 3 times 5 over 4 plus 7/4. How would I simplify this? I don't think it's B because because that would get rid of the because we wouldn't be doing fractions in that case. 5/4. We're supposed to be doing fractions. Wait. Let's think of equivalent fractions here. Because, actually, I think it's actually B. It's definitely not C or D, because those are not equivalent fractions of 5/4 and 7/3. I'm pretty sure it's not C or D. What could it be then? 15 plus 21 divided by 4. I actually think it's B. It's A. Well, let's see. If you have two rational numbers, then they will always divide to produce a rational number. No. Wait. So let's take pi, which is a rational number. Oh, rational numbers. What's a rational number? 7.5. 7.5 divided by 2. It's 7.5 divided by 3.5. 7.5 divided by 3.5 would be, I think, like 3.525. Maybe try this with other rational numbers, like 2.5 and let's try 2.5. 2.5 divided by 1.5. I think that would be something like 2. I don't know. But I think it's true. It's false? You have information on how... Okay, it's kind of confusing. Okay. You have information about how many 2-point shots, 3-point shots, and free throws are scored by each player on the basketball team. You want to calculate how many points total were scored during the game. Which strategy will work? Okay, I'm not going to do this either. It's quite difficult. It's not even what they wanted it to be. Induction, advanced polynomials. I know what a polynomial is. Polynomial, inequality. What is it? When is 2x greater than x? Always. I think. When does revenue exceed cost? Quite often, actually. Almost always. Way back here. Maybe the exponent category. exponential functions from compound interest to bubonic plague? Bubonic plague has absolutely nothing to do with exponents and mathematics. That's completely different. That's in a completely different field. And it's a completely different field. That's in a completely different field of the parent thing of math. But that I mean it's a different field of science. Anyways, maybe we can get away from mathematics at some point and switch to computer science. Algorithms. I know what an algorithm is. Programming languages. Loops. Let's try this. This has nothing to do with computer science. I do not know how to do summation in calculus. Speaking of calculus, let's go to the wiki. Brilliant.org wiki. This is probably where I get most of my puzzles. I might get most of my puzzles from the common misconceptions page. So common misconceptions. List of common misconceptions. Maybe space, like an actual space. List thing 20. List percent 20. List percent. List of. A list of something. Common misconceptions. Common misconceptions. Oh, just called common misconceptions. What's a common misconception here? The reason I came here. I mean, I've been doing this for like the past 2 days. But see this. I think I got a calculus level up, even though I might not know anything about calculus. Besides that, it's the study of getting curved shapes to be equal to non-curved shapes, or something along those lines. Anyways, let's see this. Okay, what did this give me a new thing in? Okay, community. Maybe you should check some things on community. Expect a factorial. Let's see what this is. I said I know nothing about calculus, but this is something about calculus. Electricity and magnetism, Gauss and matrices. I cannot multiply Graham's number by anything. Also, no. The prime life of hexagon flowers. Does this telescope? None of these. For all n, let L denote. Okay. I said I do not know anything about calculus. Okay. German geometrian. It's geometrist. I think it's geometrist. Define geometrist. I know I did not spell it right. This is to destroy me. Geometrist. Geometrian is not a word. a geometer. A geometer. You're a geometranian. Germanian. Discussions. Problem with UVW mapping in formula in 3D. A question about a recent problem of the week. Maybe. The minimum value of pi. There's only one value of pi. What are you talking? Yep, this is calculus. Really, anything I do not understand at all is calculus for me. At least I should probably say for super scientific GYR because I hate personal pronouns. I actually do. My gosh, what's this Germanian geometranian thing? And ellipse in the corner. A small sala. I want mathematics. Because I want to search for my progress in brilliant. Unbrilliant. I mean, for super scientific GYR's progress. Unbrilliant. Testimonials? Oh, I could just click on my profile. Okay, I should have known that. I should have known better. Quizzes, courses. The one I have the highest progress in is Group 3, but I have more progress in calculus done right than algebra 3 puzzles. Take a peek at what lies beneath the cradle of ice and tides are deep. It's the Middle East. Calculus. I am level 1 in? I leveled up in calculus at some point. I do not know I started my account in December 2017. Take a peek at what lies beneath the cradle of ice tides the deep. It's the Middle East, full of turmoil. Yeah, that's where the world had to go for their oil. Take a peek at what lies beneath the cradle of ice tides the deep. It's the Middle East, full of turmoil. Yeah, that's where the world had to go for their oil. Iran, you want the Shah Khan? I told you I can't hear the phone. When secular is led by religion. On Einstein's theory of relativity. Artificial neural networks are not all neural networks are artificial. You cannot. There's no such thing as a real neural network. I mean. Yes. Yes. I can see intermediates. Take a peek at what lies beneath the cradle of ice and the tides are deep. It's the Middle East, on the turmoil, and that's where the world. Take a peek. Let's actually see. Take a peek at what lies beneath the cradle of ice. Yes. Take a peek at what? Take a peek at what lies beneath the cradle of life. Eyes are deep. It's the Middle East, full of turmoil. Take a peek at what lies beneath the cradle of life. Ties are deep. It's the Middle East, full of turmoil. That's where the world had to go for their oil. Take a peek at what lies beneath the cradle of any of them. Take a peek at what lies beneath the cradle of life. Well, any one of them. If you do more of them than it'll, then they'll contradict each other. Like if you use like A and B. Actually, all three of them. Bing, bing, bing. How many? What? Take a peek at what. Is it true that the last digit of a whole number and that's. Is it true that the last digit of a whole number and that of its fifth power are always the same? 3 to the fifth power? 3 times 3. Okay, so 3 times 3 is 3 squared is 9. What about 5 to the fifth power? Oh! 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25 times 5. I do not know what 25 times 5 is. I legit do not know. I think it's like 500 or something. Cause you don't want to get your I'm just gonna stop this.